So it's the big day, the voting day in the state of West Bengal and Tamil Nadu, and approximately the last 1 hour left now. It's phase one of polling in West Bengal. Voting is underway across 152 of the state's 294 assembly seats, effectively putting more than half the assembly's fate into motion today. The scale is massive: 1,478 candidates over 44,000 polling stations and more than 3.6 crore voters, including roughly 1.85 crore men and 1.76 crore women, stepping out to decide the early momentum of this election. It's phase one of voting in Tamil Nadu. It's happening in single phase as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned. Now, this is the voter turnout. Let's take a look. This is the latest that we have got for you in the state of Tamil Nadu, where the election is taking place in just one phase. It's single phase polling in Tamil Nadu. Till 3 p.m., this is a massive turnout. 70% is the total voter turnout till 3 p.m. Remember, in 2021, the total turnout was over 70%. Will it cross? Will the voter turnout today cross the mark, 70% mark, as it was reported in 2021? Will it be more than 2021? That remains to be seen. Let's also take a look at the voter turnout as far as West Bengal is concerned. And this is phase one for the state of West Bengal, where 152 seats are in fray. And till 3 p.m., it's 78.77. That's the voter turnout. Till 3 p.m., 78.77 is the voter turnout in the state of West Bengal. We have some breaking inputs coming in on the broadcast at the moment. Prime Minister has also issued an appeal to the youth voters of the state of West Bengal and Tamil Nadu. Let's take a look at the Prime Minister's tweet here on this screen. This is what the Prime Minister put out. He said, hope maximum youth turnout to the polling booth. So this is the Prime Minister posting, saying a very important message. I hope maximum number of youth turn out to vote and strengthen our democracy. Prime Minister Narendra Modi there appealing especially to the youth voters of these two states, that is West Bengal and Tamil Nadu, to come out and to strengthen our democracy by exercising their right to vote. So that's what Prime Minister Narendra Modi has tweeted about. While campaigning for phase two of elections at a rally in South 24 Parganas, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that bumper voting in the state indicates that it's time up for TMC.
बंगाल में परिवर्तन की आंधी चल रही है। आज पहले चरण की वोटिंग में जिस तरह बंगाल की महिलाओं ने, बंगाल के युवाओं ने टीएमसी के खिलाफ मोर्चा खोल दिया है, वो आज पूरा देश देख रहा है। बंगाल में हो रहा बम्पर मतदान ये साफ साफ दिखा रहा है कि भय हार रहा है और भरोसे की जीत पक्की है। ठीक 10 दिन बाद जब वोटों की गिनती होगी तो मुझे विश्वास है हर तरफ कमल ही कमल खिला होगा। मैं बंगाल के लोगों से कहूंगा, खास करके मेरे जो फर्स्ट टाइम वोटर्स हैं उनको कहूंगा, बंगाल की निर्मम सरकार को उखाड़ फेंकने का यही समय है, सही समय है।
But in Bengal, even as voters line up in large numbers, the shadow of violence has once again surfaced across districts, from Murshidabad to Birbhum, from Cooch Behar to South Dinajpur. Reports of clashes, obstruction and confrontation have come in. Let's begin with Murshidabad, which has unmistakably emerged as the epicenter of volatility in phase one. And what is unfolding here goes far beyond isolated incidents. In Navada, a crude bomb attack last night triggered panic and left several injured, underlining how quickly tension can escalate into violence despite heavy deployment of central forces. The situation intensified further in Reginagar Navoda belt, where AJUP chief and candidate Humayun Kabir rushed to the spot after complaints of irregularities. Now, what followed was a complete breakdown of order. Kabir alleges that polling agents were forcibly thrown out from booths 173 and 174, after which he came face to face with Trinamool candidate Shahina Mumtaz Khan, leading to a direct confrontation. Visuals from the ground show pushing, scuffles, heated exchange, and eventually lathi charge after stone pelting, with central forces and local police scrambling to regain control. Kabir was also seen staging a dharna outside the booth, refusing to move as tensions spiraled. All of this unfolding in a district where Muslims form over 66% of the population, making it a crucial electoral zone for consolidation politics, and where even small disruptions can significantly impact turnout dynamics.
इंटरेस्टिंग जो है तस्वीरें हैं, बेहद गर्मी है और इस गर्मी के बीच में मैदान छोड़ने को जो है मना कर रहे हैं और हुमायूं कबीर जो है यहाँ पर बैठ गए हैं सड़क पर और चेयर पर जो है बैठे हुए हैं और पंखे से हवा भी कर रहे हैं उनके कार्यकर्ता।
नहीं जाएंगी, मैं यहाँ बैठ रहेंगी, जितना टाइम है रोड में वहाँ से नहीं हटेगी, मैं यहाँ ही बैठे रहेंगी, रोड ब्लॉक करके।
देखिए सड़क ब्लॉक करके जो है हुमायूं कबीर कह रहे हैं कि वो बैठे रहेंगे जब तक जो है तृणमूल कांग्रेस के कार्यकर्ता सड़क नहीं छोड़ देते हैं, वो नहीं चले जाते हैं, तब तक वो यहीं पर बैठे रहेंगे।
He is trying to make a mess. In day of poll, he came with 15 cars with antisocial criminals and FIR lodged criminals. He came here and make to snatch out our polling station agents. We have protested, we have complaint lodged, but no action is yet satisfactorily taken by ECI or police administration. We can't allow Humayun to move freely at Navoda and don't allow him. It is our threat to him.
मुझे लगता है कि इलेक्शन कमीशन को मुर्शिदाबाद जैसे जगह पे और भी मुस्तैद होने की जरूरत है, क्योंकि वहाँ पे हिस्ट्री रहा है कि बम गोली इन सारी चीजों की इस्तेमाल।
बालूघाट इलाका
अभी तक शांतिपूर्ण तरीके से मतदान चल रहा है। तपन में कुछ जगह पे वो लोग कोशिश किए थे कि थोड़ा तृणमूल कांग्रेस कोशिश किया था कि थोड़ा गड़बड़ करने के लिए, इलेक्शन कमीशन उसकी संज्ञान ले रही है। हमने भी कंप्लेन किया।
नंदीग्राम का खबर अब तक आया?
नंदीग्राम में पीसफुल वोटिंग हो रहा है, सुबेनिल का बहुत बड़ी मार्जिन से जीता।
So as per the voter turnout data, till 3 p.m. it's bumper voting. It's bumper voting from the state of West Bengal. Unfortunately, the focus is on violence that was witnessed across the state. We have my colleagues Pooja, Ridhita and Rajesh joining us on the broadcast. Let me first go across to Pooja. You're reporting from Murshidabad earlier. We saw in your visuals Humayun Kabir, who sat in the middle of the road saying he won't move till the area is cleared of the TMC cadre. There was stone pelting, there was lathi charge. And these are unfortunate developments, isn't it? But it's a regular affair in West Bengal.
Well, absolutely. Unfortunately, even this time in the first phase of elections in West Bengal, the polling which is continuing across 152 seats, we've witnessed mindless violence taking place. Another time we've seen while, the arrangements, security arrangements were in place, Election Commission trying its best to assure citizens to go out and vote and provide a conducive environment and it assured that there will be free, fair and peaceful elections. But violence continued unabated even on the first phase of elections. Right from, parts of Malda to Murshidabad, we've seen high drama unfolding in parts of Murshidabad where Humayun Kabir, the chief of the Aam Janata Unnayan Party, reaching the place called
Well, Pooja, we can hear you. Do stay on with us. Before I go across to Rajesh and Ridhita, let's take a look at more reports that came in. Let's also show you visuals from Labpur in Birbhum, where a BJP polling agent was surrounded and brutally beaten, suffering a serious head injury. He was left bloodied after the violent assault which happened in the middle of active polling. BJP leaders have accused the TMC of carrying out attacks and breaking the peace during polling.
तृणमूल कांग्रेस हर जगह हमला करने की कोशिश कर रहा है। हर जगह में ये जो आज शांतिपूर्ण आज वोट हो रहा है हर जगह, तो इसको वो लोग कोशिश करता है हर जगह में हमला या वोटर को रोकने का। और सेंट्रल पोस्ट बहुत बढ़िया से हर जगह आप देख रहे हैं। यहाँ में अपना जो पोलिंग स्टेशन है, जो 57 जो पोलिंग स्टेशन जो देवतला मैनेज प्राइमरी स्कूल, जहाँ पे मैं अपना मतदान दे के आई हूँ, तो सेंट्रल फोर्स का आज जैसे कि उनका जिम्मेदारी जैसे दिया हुआ जो चुनाव आयोग के ओर से, तो जिम्मेदारी निभा रहा है, बहुत बढ़िया से कर रहा है।
In South Dinajpur's Kumarganj, BJP candidate Subhendu Sarkar was battered and chased away. The visuals from Kumarganj are chaotic and they are hard to ignore. You see a dense crowd that gathered right outside the polling booth, voices raised, people pushing in from all sides, and in the middle of it, BJP candidate Subhendu Sarkar trying to make his way through. Within seconds, the situation spirals. There is jostling, hands reaching out, and then what appears to be direct physical contact, with Sarkar being shoved, pulled, and even slapped allegedly by a TMC worker.
Mr. Subhendu Sarkar, the BJP candidate from Kumarganj Assembly, is joining us live. Subhendu ji, Times Now पे आपका स्वागत है। आपके साथ अभी क्या हुआ? हमने सबने देखा, वो वीडियो काफी चल रहा है। आपको कौन लोग थे जो आपके पीछे दौड़े और आपके साथ मारपीट की?
देखिए, ये सब रोहिंग्या है, ये सब दुष्कृति है, तृणमूल दुष्कृति है, गुंस है। ये लोग ने हमला किया है। आज सुबह से लगभग 10 बूथों में मैं खुद आके यहाँ पोलिंग एजेंट को हमने बसाया है, लेकिन मैं जब 24 नंबर बूथ में गया था, बानीहारी हाई स्कूल, वहाँ पर प्लानफुली हमला किया।
आपके साथ एक सिक्योरिटी पर्सनल भी थे। आपके साथ यूजुअली कितने सिक्योरिटी के लोग रहते हैं? क्योंकि आपके साथ जो मारपीट हुई ये उनके प्रेजेंस में हुई।
एक ही है, ये वेस्ट बंगाल पुलिस का है और कोई नहीं था। बाहर में जिन लोगों का रहना चाहिए था, ये दक्षिण दिनाजपुर पुलिस का कोई नहीं था। 100 मीटर का बाहर में ये हुआ है और मेरा कहना है ये जिम्मेदारी पूरा पुलिस सुपर का है, लेकिन उन्हें प्रोवाइड नहीं किया है, सिक्योरिटी प्रोवाइड नहीं किया है।
सुवेंदु जी, मैं आपसे ये जानना चाहता हूं कि जो सेंट्रल पैरामिलिट्री फोर्सेज है उसकी जो डिप्लॉयमेंट हुई है उस पे एक तरह से डिबेट चल रहा था। जो टीएमसी सरकार है वहां पे और टीएमसी के जो लोग हैं वो उनका कहना था कि बीजेपी सेंट्रल फोर्सेस का मिसयूज कर रही है, लोगों को डराया जा रहा है, धमकाया जा रहा है। लेकिन ये आपके साथ जो मारपीट हुई है ये फोर्सेस के प्रेजेंस में हुई है, आपके साथ फोर्स मौजूद थी फिर भी हो गई?
नहीं, सेंट्रल फोर्स मेरे पीछे में था। 100 मीटर का बाहर मैंने था, उस टाइम अटैक हुआ। ये पूरा प्लान फुली था। तृणमूल कांग्रेस ये प्लान करके यहाँ अटैक किया और वो जहाँ जो रास्ता से मैं गया वो रास्ता ज्यादा नैरो था, मतलब छोटा था। इसलिए उन लोगों ने प्लान करके वहाँ हमको अटैक किया गया।
So the BJP leader Subhendu Sarkar says it was a planned attack. We have Rajesh and Ridhita here with us on the broadcast. Rajesh, I want to come to you. There are a lot of incidents that have been reported. What action has been taken so far? I'm sure the Election Commission is taking note of all of this.
Yes, absolutely. Election Commission has taken note of all of these violence incidents have been reported so far today. See, West Bengal, West Bengal has a frequent history of political violence and clashes during the poll day and counting day. Also, we have also witnessed the post-poll violence in 2021, and today during the first phase of election in West Bengal in 152 assembly constituencies, there have been multiple violence have been reported from several districts. We have seen how the BJP candidate Subhendu Sarkar was attacking Dakshin Dinajpur, and the BJP candidate was also under attack in Birbhum district. And not only that, Agni Mitra Pal was a BJP candidate from Asansol Dakshin Assembly constituency. She was also attacked, and her vehicle was also vandalized, allegedly by the by the goons of Trinamool Congress, as Mitra Paul has alleged. And in the Shubhendu Sarkar, BJP candidate from Kumarganj Assembly constituency in South Dinajpur went to a spot, went to visit booth number 24, because he was informed that some of the BJP agents were not allowed to enter inside the booth, and on being informed, Shubhendu Sarkar was visiting one booth after another. When he reached when he reached booth number 24,
right,
that time he was thrashed away by the miscreants, and he was attacked by some
video is in public domain, Rajesh. In fact, Agnimitra Paul has also alleged that her car came under attack, that goons attacked her car. So tensions have also been reported from Malda's Chanchal Assembly constituency, where a BJP election agent was allegedly attacked at a booth in Dhum Sadagi Panpara area during polling. According to the BJP, the agent was assaulted by miscreants, his vehicle was vandalized and his kurta was torn in the scuffle. The party has blamed Trinamool Congress workers and supporters for the incident, while the TMC has denied these allegations.
তো আমি যাওয়া মাত্রই ওখান থেকে আমাদের এক ভোটার বললো যে আমাদেরকে, আমি বললাম কী হয়েছে, তো বললো যে বাধা দিচ্ছে আমাদেরকে। তো আমি বললাম তোমরা সাহসিকতার সঙ্গে ভোট দাও। বলছি কে, আমি বললাম কে বাধা দিচ্ছে, তো কি একটা সাইদুল না কি নাম বললো, ওরই যেসব সাঙ্গপাঙ্গাগুলো ছিল, যারা চেনে না আমাকে, তারা আমাকে ধাক্কাধাক্কি আরম্ভ করলো। হ্যাঁ, ধাক্কাধাক্কি। তারপরে আমি যখন উঠি গাড়িতে, তখন সে গাড়ি থেকে পেছন থেকে গাড়ির কাঁচটা সব ভেঙে দিল। সে কাঁচটা দিলে আমার সব গায়েটা লেগে, হ্যাঁ, গায়ে মাথাতে সমস্ত, গাড়িটা তো এখনো ব্যবস্থা অকেজ হয়ে পড়ে আছে।
আচ্ছা, এই শহীদুল কোন দল করে?
টিএমসি করে।
Now, despite massive security presence, violence has not stayed away from Bengal's election landscape. And here's what the security deployment looks like in Bengal. Let's take a look at the arrangements that have been made for fearless polls. And despite all of that, we've witnessed violence. Let's first talk about the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. 3.4 lakh CAPF personnel were deployed nationwide. Now take a look at West Bengal, the assembly election that we are talking about. Phase 1, 2026 assembly elections, 2.4 lakh CAPF personnel deployed in just West Bengal to ensure that there are free and fair polls. Now, let's once again compare the situation. 2024 Lok Sabha elections, 92,000 CAPF personnel were deployed in Bengal. Now, in 2026 assembly elections, 2.4 lakh CAPF personnel in Bengal. And we are talking about phase 1 of polling, which is currently underway. Let's go across to Ridhita now. Ridhita, we were just talking about the massive deployment of the security personnel. Despite all these arrangements, it's unfortunate that the incidents of violence do occur in the state of West Bengal.
Well, absolutely. You see, 2026, the Election Commission has specifically looked at Bengal, and stricter notices have been put out in Bengal, where we see that extra deployment of CAPF has also happened. Rightly, we're talking about the various places in Bengal which had seen violence throughout the day, from Murshidabad to Kuch Bihar to South Dinajpur and Malda. We have seen parts and pieces of violence all throughout. At this moment already, the Election Commission has taken a note of all of this, as reports have been asked from Nauda in Murshidabad. Also on the other side, we see that in Kumarganj and Lapur area in Lapur, where of Birbhum, where one of the BJP agents were hit so badly that you were talking about how he bled it bad from his head. And on the other side, we also see from Kumarganj, where Shubhendu Sarkar, he himself, one of the candidates of BJP, was slapped by all of these TMC people. So 5 arrests have already taken place in the Kumarganj incident, as per the Election Commission sources. Whereas on the other side, we also see that Lapur, and already reports have been asked from by the Election Commission team. So you can see what kind of stricter prevalence is going on in West Bengal, because West Bengal earlier has also seen, during 2021 or rather even 2024 municipal elections, we have seen post-poll violence, pre-poll violence, which have been very prevalent in Bengal. Absolutely. And this is why this time in Bengal, special security forces, special deployments have been made, especially in the areas of
Ridhita, one more phase to go. The polling, the voting for which will happen on the 29th. Here we are just talking about phase 1. Thank you very much. Keep tracking all the developments and we'll keep coming back to you. Let's move on. And as all the violence unfolded on ground, Union Home Minister Amit Shah is stationed at the BJP war room closely tracking developments in what is clearly turning into a volatile and fiercely contested phase. Phase 1 is packed with high-profile, politically loaded contests that mirror the deeper churn in Bengal's politics, and at the very center of it is Nandigram, still the most symbolic battlefield of this election. In 2021, Suvendu Adhikari pulled off one of the most dramatic upsets in recent political history by defeating Mamata Banerjee by a razor-thin margin of just 1,736 votes. That contest was not just electoral, it was ideological, personal and historic. Today, Suvendu Adhikari returns to defend that turf against TMC's Pabitra Kar, a former loyalist who once stood by him but has now switched sides, adding another layer of political intrigue to this high-stakes rematch.
मैं जो वोटर लोग का रिएक्शन देखा ना, हिंदू खतरे में है, ये सब लोग को पता चल गया। टीएमसी का सरकार जमात का सरकार है, सबको पता चल गया। यहाँ तो ज्यादा नहीं कटा, 3800 बांग्लादेशी मुस्लिम कटा, वो उनका ही वोट था। 3800 और बाकी डेथ वोटर फेक वोटर है। नुकसान तो मुसलमान टीएमसी का जो गुंडा है, सब मुसलमान गुंडा नहीं है, इस बार बहुत वोट दे रहा है, लेकिन जो टीएमसी का मुसलमान गुंडा है उसका क्षति हो रहा है, बहुत क्षति हो रहा है।
All right, as we talk about the elections, the polling which is underway for phase 1, here are live visuals coming in from the Belur Math in Howrah. Remember, Belur Math is the headquarters of the Ramakrishna Mission in West Bengal. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi is visiting Belur Math. We'll also try and connect with our reporters to get you more details. As of now, a lot is happening on ground in the state of West Bengal. Phase 1 of polling is underway. Home Minister Amit Shah at BJP's war room in Kolkata, monitoring the situation very, very closely as far as the developments are concerned. On the other hand, Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Howrah at Belur Math at the moment, which is the headquarters of the Ramakrishna Mission in West Bengal. Earlier, we also heard Prime Minister Narendra Modi address a rally in which he was seen hitting out at the Mamata government. Amid all that, the political fight is as fierce as ever. The Bharatiya Janata Party is looking to not just expand its footprint anymore, but to rule the state of West Bengal, something that the BJP has been trying to do for the past several years. On the other hand, as far as the TMC is concerned, TMC, of course, is eyeing fourth term. Mamata Banerjee is eyeing fourth term. So it's a crucial battle. BJP has not just managed to expand its footprint, but it has replaced the Congress and the left and has become the principal opposition. But now, BJP, of course, looking to expand its footprint and its horizon and looking to rule the state of West Bengal. Whether or not that happens remains to be seen. Let's go across to Rajesh. Rajesh, as we were just discussing the election developments, on the other hand, you have live visuals coming in of Prime Minister Narendra Modi offering prayers at Belur Math in Howrah. Okay, I believe we're not able to connect with Rajesh. We'll try and connect with him. Live visuals from Belur Math, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, they're offering his prayers. With that, we're slipping into a very short break. We have a lot more lined up on the other side.